NFL Week 8 teaser talk. Best teaser legs for 6, 7-point, and yes, the super teaser, 10-point, 3-team teaser, Massadar 30 can be very profitable for you. Our teasers over the course of the NFL season have been absolutely fantastic. We've been clipping that at 79.3% going into this week. Click that like, hit subscribe. Let's hop into it. First off, let's deal with some 6 and 7-point teasers. And Thursday night football's got the Minnesota Vikings. Now, right now, the Vikings catching 3, 36% of bets, 16% of the handle is on the Vikings. Vikings are 12-5 straight up their last 17 games. More importantly, 4-2 straight up the last 6 meeting with the Chargers, and they're 5-1 ATS when they play the Chargers. I love the Vikings here in a 7-point teaser. And just, before everybody starts blasting me, yes, I know it's higher juice. Most of your 6-point teasers you're going to find somewhere $1.20 to $1.30. 7-point teaser you can find as low as $1.30 offshore. It'll go up to as high as $1.50. I kind of put those in the middle though, minus $1.40 when we give them out. And then the 10-point teasers you can find us minus $1.30 at your FanDuels, a couple other places, right? And so unless it's a 6.5, a lot of times I go with a 7-point. And it's just me personally. Again, I know all you juice fiends are going to like hop off a cliff when I say this. But again, I see too many block kicks, too many wild things. I want the touchdown and the extra point. It works for me. We win. That's the end of that. So Minnesota, I love them in a 7-point teaser, taking Minnesota up to plus 10. I think that's really good value for a team. Listen, Chargers, I talked about this. These primetime road dogs have been very successful, but also these dogs on primetime been hitting at a big clip. If you take this past Monday night out of it, Chargers got a lot of problems on the offensive line. That Brian Flores defense, I like what they bring. Minnesota catching 10. I think this is a tight game either way. Go ahead and give them to me. Minnesota plus 10 and a 7-point teaser. San Francisco travels to Houston. Somehow Houston's a 1.5-point favorite. You're over under 51.5. San Francisco 5-2 straight up its last 7. They haven't been very good covering the number, but that's a lot of them being favored. 5-11 ATS their last 6. But against Houston, San Francisco 4-0-1 ATS their last 5 meetings. When you look at the under in this, 4 of the last 5 games Houston has played at home has went to the under, and 5 of their last 7 overall have went to the under. I could take San Francisco and be sold either way. I like them in a 6-point teaser plus 7.5, and I know everybody focuses on 3 and 7 as key numbers, and they absolutely are. But as the game has changed over the past 3 to 4 years, 4 and 8-point have also become key numbers as well. I like San Francisco in a 6-pointer plus 7.5. I could take them in a 7-pointer plus 8.5. Again, I like getting through a key number of 8. But I also love a 10-pointer with the under here, getting the under 51.5. Listen, San Francisco, they're going to play defense, use Christian McCaffrey, not going to stretch the field a whole lot. And that Houston offense is god horrific. We got lucky they covered the teaser for us Monday night there that we gave out. When I look at this, I think if you get under 51.5 in a 3-team 10-point teaser, that's extremely good value. 27-24 still wins it for you. And again, I love San Francisco, 6-point, 7-point, even a 10-point plus 11.5. This Houston team isn't going to blow anybody out whatsoever. Another team, we talk about when does a 6-pointer make sense? When does a 7-pointer make sense? This next game, a 6-pointer absolutely makes sense. And maybe you put it with the San Francisco 49ers. I want to go to this Bears-Ravens game. Now, the Ravens, I know Lamar Jackson, all that's up in the air. They're 1-6 straight up their last 7, 1-6 ATS. But listen, Chicago, they were able to get that win on Monday Night Football at Washington. We had the Bears plus the points as they won outright. And I get it. Last 5 games, Bears playing much better under Coach Ben Johnson, 4-1 straight up, 4-1 ATS. But these 2 stats I can't get over. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if Lamar plays or not. Ravens are going to end this losing streak. Bears 3-10 straight up their last 13 games on the road. And head-to-head with Baltimore, they're 3-7 ATS. Give me the Ravens in a 6-point teaser at pick with the San Francisco 49ers. I think it's really good value there. Ravens are going to end this winning streak. I don't see the Bears going on the road and getting this one done. Again, here's another team. A 6 or a 7-pointer makes sense either way. Depends on who you're dancing them with. The Buffalo Bills at the Carolina Panthers, and it's going to be in everybody's teaser leg. But I like the Bills coming off the bye here. -7, taking them down to pick in a 7-point teaser. Look, Buffalo 15-5 straight up their last 20. They've won 6 of the last 8 head-to-head with Carolina outright. Now, Carolina does come in 8-1 ATS at home their last 9 and 5-1 ATS their last 6. And I'll tell you this much. Carolina plus 7.5 straight, I could get down with that. But I love Buffalo in the teaser spot just to win the game. You may have to sweat this one out, but I like them to get home. Actually, the team to put in a 6-pointer with the Ravens that may be the best bet of them all is the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Flacco. They got extra rest. They finally get a win. But the Jets, 1-4 straight up their last 5 against Cincinnati. And the Jets have lost 7 straight games. You got the owner coming out talking all kinds of bull jive about Justin Fields. Listen, I really like Cincinnati here at pick in a 6-point teaser. Again, a 7-pointer with Baltimore or Cincinnati doesn't make sense because it's +0.5 or +1. Doesn't make sense, but I'll take the Cincinnati Bengals here in a 6-point teaser at pick. New England Patriots hosting the Cleveland Browns. I hate to be a square, but this is another one going to be on everybody's money line parlay and teaser card. New England at pick in a 7-pointer. Listen, it's hard. 5-1 ATS, 5-1 straight up over their last 6. But New England has struggled at home. 3-13 straight up their last 16 games overall. But I like Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels bucking that trend. Cleveland is just 2-11 straight up their last 13, 2-8 ATS their last 10 games versus the Patriots, and 3-10 ATS their last 13 overall. This Cleveland defense is great, but listen, the offense, Dylan Gabriel, I know they put up points last week. That was against a bad Miami team. The past couple of weeks, Cleveland's gotten off the hook, playing some less than below average teams. New England gets the win here, though I think it's a really disgusting game to watch. This one's probably going to be a whole lot closer, but I like New England to get the win. Again, you could put New England and Buffalo in a 7-point teaser. Again, always check which book you're playing with. A push in a teaser should get you your money back. Some places it wins, but some places it loses. Make sure you know what your book is and the betting rules before you place your bet there. Now that this game has went to 7.5, give me the Giants 2 ways. The line is 7.5 right now, here as we said on Wednesday, and the Giants are getting 56% of bets, 38% of the handle, plus 7.5. Give me the Giants in a 7-point teaser, plus 14.5, and for sure give them to me in a 10-point teaser, plus 17.5. Now, the Giants have lost 9 straight road games, and they're 4-15 straight up their last 19 against Philly, and 3-6 straight up their last 19 overall. And I know they had that heartbreaking loss where they gave up all those points to Denver. Now you're going back on the road to Philly, but Philly and New York's right there, so not really a long road trip. But I didn't like the way Philly looked against Minnesota. They're 14-6 ATS their last 20, and 17-3 straight up in that span are the Eagles. But listen, if you're giving me the Giants plus 14.5, just ask yourself, would you take plus 14.5? Would you take plus 17.5? That's what a 7-point, 10-point teaser gets you. I think this game is within 2 scores. I'm going to play the Giants straight plus 7.5. They worked them just a few weeks ago. That Giant defense is going to be able to keep them in there. And listen, that Philly defense isn't that good either. I really like the ability here for the Giants to get after Jalen Hurts. The Philadelphia Eagles still haven't figured out their offensive lows. Give me the Giants in a 7-point and 10-point teaser, plus 14.5 and plus 10.5. Here's one a little off the cuff, but just stay with me. Give me the New Orleans Saints in a 10-point teaser, plus 14.5. And sharps are on the Saints. I'm also going to play them straight this week. They're getting 20% of bets, but 66% of the handle. But check this out. Tampa Bay is 5-1 straight up their last 6 versus the Saints. And the Saints have only won one of their last 11 games. However, The under between these two teams has hit 5 of the last 7, means less points scored, tighter game. Also, New Orleans over the last 14 games is 10-4 ATS versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now I'm getting them plus 14.5. Absolutely. Give me the Saints plus 14.5 in a 3-team 10-point teaser. Love the value there. So a 3-team 10-point teaser, give me the Giants plus 17.5, the Saints plus 14.5, and give me the under 51.5 in the Texans 49ers game. That's a good 10-pointer. Another team you can put in a 10-point teaser and don't have to do a lot of touching on this one. It's just match up of David and Goliath. Colts are laying 14. I absolutely see it if you want to take the Colts down to pick in this one. Listen, Tennessee 1-12 straight up their last 13 games overall. They haven't covered any of the 5 games they've played against the Colts in their last 5. Indianapolis, 6 straight wins at home, 7-1 straight up its last 18 games. Flip it to Tennessee, 1-12 their last 13, as we said. You would get the Colts here -4. Again, got to make sure that push, if the Titans for some odd reason play them tough, that you don't lose that. But I could get down with the Titans -4 and a 3-team 10-point. I'm not going to play it, but I definitely see your strategy there if you go that way. Now that the hook has presented itself with Dallas and Denver, give me Dallas in a 2-team 7-point teaser plus 10.5. They're getting 69% of bets and 69% of the handle of the bets here, facing the Denver Broncos. Broncos coming off that emotional win. Dallas really wiped the floor with Washington. Now, Denver 4-1 its last 5 games, but they're only 2-6 ATS their last 8 overall. Now, Dallas, they've lost 7 straight to Denver, but I like Dallas plus 10.5 here. I think it's a good spot for them. They're going to be able to score even on that Denver defense. And I'm not sold on this Bronco offense and Bo Nix. I know Dallas's defense is less than desirable, but I just think Dak Prescott, even though I bang on the guy's having a great year, he's got CeeDee Lamb back. I think Dallas is going to be able to move the football down the field and hang within the 10.5. So give me the Cowboys in a 3-team 7-point teaser plus 10.5. Sunday night football. That's right. Give me Pittsburgh plus 10 in a 2-team 7-pointer. Listen, Green Bay hasn't been able to cover. They're just 1-4 ATS their last 5, and they're 2-6 straight up the last 8 times they've played Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 7-2 ATS their last 9 games at home. Now I can get plus 10 in a 2-team 7-pointer. I'll take that. Monday night, Washington versus the Chiefs. Oh, boy. Washington's lost 8 straight to the Chiefs, and they're 0-8 ATS in that span against them. Chiefs playing phenomenal football. They're laying 10.5. 3-team 10-point teaser. You got to put the Chiefs in it. Chiefs at pick. Giants plus 17.5. And I could also see here 49ers plus 11.5, something like that. That might be a good one to pair for you. But again, I love San Francisco in a 7-point teaser plus 7 or plus 8.5. 6-point teaser legs. I love the Bengals getting them at pick. The Ravens getting them at pick. I love the Bills at pick in a 7-pointer. Giants plus 14.5 in a 7-pointer or plus 17.5 in a 10-pointer. I like the Patriots at pick. Saints. Give me the Saints plus 14.5 in a 3-team 10-pointer. Dallas plus 10.5 in a 7-pointer. Steelers plus 10 in a 7-pointer. And give me the Chiefs at pick on Monday night. And also, I would, if it goes to 11, if that Washington Chief game goes to 11, I'll take Washington plus 21 in a 3-team 10-pointer. I know Chiefs are rolling and Washington looks like kinks in the armor, but I think there's a play there. Also, under 51.5 in a 10-point teaser in that 49er Texan game. I think, again, you get a real defensive slugfest in that game. Also, I would look at over 33.5 possibly in a 10-point teaser and the over in the Giants-Eagles game. I could definitely see that coming to fruition. And again, that under has been popular. The under is hit in that Tampa Bay Saints game. If you get under 57 in a 3-team 10-pointer, again, these are just a couple angles, but I'm really, really sold Buffalo and New England pick. I'm really sold Dallas plus 10.5 in the teaser. and I just don't see any way the Jets rally the troops to beat the Bengals here. Click that like, hit subscribe, check out all of our content, 5 pieces of content across every sport every day. Break the Board Sports, where we help you become a better handicapper. God bless and happy handicapping.